Hello, my name is Angel. Before we start, a quick note. You'll see the interface is in Spanish. This version was built for a real school in Mexico, so labels are in Spanish and a few helper messages are in Spanish as well. Today I'll guide you in English, but the system can be adapted to English. There's no problem with that. I can do that. For this demo, I just first show the classic interface, so you see the real database and understand the data that the AI uses. Then I'll show you the AI chat experience. First we open the program. Is just this exe, and we have two options, AI and classic. We want to show the classic first. Okay, this is the classic management interface. I'll walk through each main option: transform, search and generate certificates, and management. This is the CRUD, where the CRUD operations are. This is three operations the school need. So I designed this first three set of operations to have a solid foundations. Once this operation were robust and reliable here on the classic interface, I could teach the AI to perform the same actions even more through natural language. The only area I keep intentionally in classic mode is CRUD, because it's easier for the administration, because you have visual control and validation area. It is just more comfortable. We can start with the transformation, the first card. You have this menu. You can take basically an external document, in this case a PDF, for example this one, and what it does is I'm going to convert this into official school certificate, or we call it constancia. I choose the PDF, I upload it, and it's going to extract the relevant data, the name, the ID, the grade, and you can edit this in real time here before the transformation. The grades, you confirm the data, and you can see the PDF you uploaded first, and you can just select what version of transformation you want. You can control, you can see the original, the transformed version. You can put the photo on, off, and you can just create it here, and it's gonna ask you to confirm again, and then you just generated a new PDF. You transform it, and you can see it here. Even though I'm using PDF, I can use the pipeline is general type. I can use other documentation types and data sources. PDF was chosen to meet this school immediate needs. Basically, in the AI chat, this same operation is automatic and read only, and you can say to the AI, transform this PDF, just like this. You transform this PDF to an official certificate, and it will extract, transform, and open the result in a PDF panel special that I made, but it's the same action but in natural language. Okay, we continue with the next card. It search and generate certificates, this one. You can search by name here, by grade, by group, by shift, by ID. Once you find the student, or you see it here, by name, by group, grade, anyway, you can generate documentation of that specific student. In this case, they're just certificates, but I could make any kind of documentation based on the database information. It's basically the same I shown you before. This is where it gets interesting, because with the AI chat, you're able to make all these operations. For example, you can in the AI chat you can ask, find the students with certain criteria. For example, find the students with last name Garcia, or how many are in 3rd grade. Or for example, you can ask, generate a certificate for Adriana Vera Rios. You can make all these operations by natural language. That's the point. Okay, finally, the full administrative CRUD here. You can edit, validate, and save data. You'll see the core fields here, like name, CURP, matricula. This is the ID. You can edit everything like in a classic interface with CRUD operations. All that I've shown is the single source of truth. It's local on a SQLite database, and this is where the AI is going to read and answer all the questions and general documentation we need. I kept just the CRUD operations here and the classic interface on purpose, because while I could push everything through AI, administrations benefit from visual control, validation, and clear auditing. It's the best of both worlds. AI it's for speed and automation, and the classic is for data management and for a more secure control of the data. The reason why we start here is because I'll build these classic operations first to establish a reliable and repeatable flows, transform, search, generate, and manage. And once the flows were solid, I designed the AI prompts and routing around them. And that's why the system can now handle natural language requests that map to this same operation. These operations are mapped, and the AI knows how to make these operations, like find list, like transform documentation, compute statistics. This is something you cannot do on the classic interface, and generate documentations and all that stuff I shown. So for example, with the classic architecture in mind, I'm gonna switch to the AI in a moment, so you can know that every answer the AI give us, and every PDF that generates is backed by this data model and this proven workflows. Like this is a secure workflows I implemented first, so the AI can use these workflows. Okay, now let's switch to the conversation experience, and here I have the first interface. The system acts like an assistant. Basically, you're asking natural language, and it routes the request to the right specialist. Depends on the request. We can start with something simple. Here is just a message for just to explain what the system does. It's in Spanish, but it's gonna be translated in the documentation. But you can start with something simple. This is the magic here. For example, you can find the students with the last name Garcia. I'm gonna write it in Spanish. In natural language you ask, and the AI is gonna respond with a list here. Hi, of course I find these students with the last name Garcia in the database. And you can see that there are just 3 students with this last name, but if there were like 100, they're gonna show everyone. And this is basically it. You can even ask what can the system do. In Spanish is ¿qué más puedes hacer? It means what else can you do? And its response: I can do a lot of things. I can help you with the students in the specific school, and explains everything like shown you in the classic interface. We can go with another example. And by the way, the assistant's query use the local database and return the clean list like we explained in the classic interface. No forms, no SQL, just the results you need. For example, let's ask for shift. I asked for the students that are in the afternoon shift. There's gonna be more. Look, 120. So basically gives you full list of whatever you need. It should use 25 because showing 100 results here is not optimal, but you understand the idea. And then you can continue these conversations. For example, from this list you can filter. From this list I ask him, from that list, give me the students that are on first grade from this list. So it's a filter from the list he gave you before. And look, this confirms this is working. You can check it. If I have been checking this and it's working, and all the students are from the first grade, and it's based on the list he gives you. It has a constant window I implement by myself, so it's gonna remember your last interaction. So we can ask more stuff. For example, now from this list, we ask for from this list the students that are in group A. In the group A from this list, it's gonna be this person. So it remembers the last interaction with you. And look, even confirms from the list we shown earlier. This is the result, and show you. Now you can see the entire list because there are 13. But look, first A. You can see it's working. You can even have statistics, like for example, and it's gonna filter. This is the statistics per grade, and it's gonna give you you're gonna see it. From 200 students, you have 6 grades, and it shows you by percentage the students in first grade 44 and 22% of the total, and to second grade 34, 17%, fifth grade 30 students 15, and you get the idea. Our statistics, you cannot you could do this in the classic interface, but you gotta do it and by yourself, and here you can just ask that. And basically you can ask anything about the students, because the students are in the database, and the database is like feeding the AA. Okay, now we can I'm gonna show how the system can create documentation and the certificates to the students based on the database information. We can ask from some students just to have someone to test this. I asked for 4 students from the school and asked the information, and it's just find 4 random students with no criteria. First A, second A, sixth B, and you have these students, and you can ask. For example, you want a certificate for this person. You can ask. You can ask generate a certificate to this person, because you already know, you find the person. And look, it opens the panel automatically. You don't even know how this works. You have the information. If you have this information, is the same we saw in the classic interface. It uses the database information, So it's reliable, it's trustable, and it confirms here with a natural language, and you can see the results. Generated PDF or any document I want, and you can even see the data here from the database. Here you can just see it, it's read only. As remember, the CRUD operations are not in the EA system, but you can open this and see it. But basically that's it. You can generate and you close the panel here, and it's done. You didn't automate. The thing here is basically about automation. You can have any kind of document you want or you need in this school case. And for example, you can now transform to, look, you upload your PDF just like I did in the classic interface, and we have the same. Let's try with the same. This is the PDF we uploaded. This is the PDF we want to transform. So you can just ask that. Transform the PDF. Just like that. You don't need to understand the classic interface. And you wait, and it's done. It's a confirmation. And you can see it's this is the original you uploaded, and this is the transformed version. You can open and save it, or see the data and even make zoom. So you can ask typical information you needed, create documentations, transform documentations. I could basically make this system do whatever I want. Notice that the AI chat experience is automatic and just read only, like I explained. It extracts, transforms, and opens the result by itself. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, just to finish, this is like talking a bit about the architecture. I have an interpreter based in prompts. It's very complex, but this interpreter understands the message you sent and delegates to certain specialists. If you are asking some general, like in this example, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hello, how are you? It delegates to general specialist. So it's basically the same than asking any LLM model like ChatGPT and that experience. So you are not stuck just to information from the school. You can ask anything you want. It delegates to general specialist. If there is something about the students, it delegates to the student specialist, and it has its own map system to understand what and how to do it. It's like the workflows I talk about in the classic interface. Yeah, I mean, all the data, remember, stays in local in SQLite. I could use any API key I want. I use Google Gemini because it's free, but I could use OpenAI, DeepSeek, or even local LLMs for full privacy. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty complex code base I made. If you want to know more technical stuff, I will be glad to show you how it is implemented, but basically this is how it works.